The first successful human-animal hybrid was developed in a laboratory dish in Shanghai in 2003. A team of scientists fused human cells in rabbit eggs, creating the embryos of a new creature that was half rabbit, half human. Which honestly just sounds terrifying if you think about it. Now, the US was trying to beat them at making animal-human hybrids, but none of theirs survived. But the human-rabbit hybrid did, at least for a little bit anyways. Now, what's crazy is that the majority of the DNA in the creature growing inside their rabbit eggs was human. You see, they used just a small amount of DNA taken from rabbits, meaning that whatever hatched would have been more man than animal. Now, who knows what the creepy creature would have looked like, as thankfully they didn't actually let the eggs mature and hatch. They were only allowed to develop for a couple of days, and then they were destroyed, with the scientists harvesting their stem cells. But could you imagine if there was a giant human rabbit jumping around? That's something from nightmares. Apparently, a human-chimpanzee hybrid was created in China in 1967. Yep, two scientists say that they came close to creating a human-chimpanzee hybrid, and if the experiment hadn't been shut down early, they would have succeeded. What? Now, two scientists from Shenyang have claimed that they participated in an experiment in which they successfully impregnated a female chimpanzee with human sperm. Now, their goal was to create a new, more highly evolved chimpanzee with a larger brain and a wider mouth. Now, they also hoped that this creature would be able to speak. Now, the project fell apart because of the Cultural Revolution. The scientists claim revolutionaries smashed their lab and destroyed their work, and the chimpanzee died before she could come to term. Now, the researchers claim that she was already 3 months pregnant. But maybe this was a blessing in disguise, because their plan was to use this creature as a slave by making it drive carts and herd sheep. Now, they also wanted to send it off on experiments in space. Yeah, that would not have been good for these hybrids. Now, that's not all though, as in 1981 the scientists said that they planned to try again, but nothing came of it due to the concern of growing ethics. But hey, I think that's probably for the best. In 2014, a team of researchers gave mice millions of human brain cells. Yep, you heard that right. They wanted to see if they could make these mice smarter, and they were. The researchers replaced almost every cell in the mouse brains with human cells, leaving only the original mouse neurons intact. Once inside, the human cells almost completely took over the mouse brains. And within the next year, they had completely human cells in their brain, with each mouse having about 12 million of those cells. Now, unfortunately, these mice were not treated well by the scientists in their experiments. In their main experiment, the researchers played a noise before attacking the mice with an electric shock. Then scientists measured how the mice reacted the next time that they heard the threatening sound. Now, it's messed up for sure, but it did show the researchers that the memories of these modified mice were 4 times stronger than those of a normal mouse, which hey, is pretty cool.